Hi, I'm Don. These miniatures flew all the way from Ukraine. We have here a quick unboxing video of this Signum Games miniatures. Hi, I'm Don. Welcome back to my studio. This channel is supported by all these awesome brands. And of course, this channel won't be possible without the support of my patrons. First off, I want you to comment if you want me to attempt a grimdark style painting for these miniatures, or we'll just go with my usual grim pop style. So I got 6 miniatures and they all look great. Also, the plastic bases are thicker than Games Workshop and it has a logo underneath. This batch of miniatures is actually a starter box, so I think I could play with them, but I don't know how to play with the games yet. But basically, Signum Games is like a full game. The miniatures are awesome to paint, but at the same time, they should be fun to play with. Some of the miniatures came in one piece and a few you have to glue a few parts like the hand and the weapons and stuff like that. This specific miniature you see in the video came in one piece and it's super cool. It deserves non-metallic metal treatment and the details are awesome. This miniature came in like, I think the hand with the scroll came separately and everything else is in one piece. And it's super cool. I like this model so much because he's like a tax collector or something, or a guard looking for someone who is wanted. But basically, I like the aesthetic so much. This one is a crossbow guard or something. Both hands are attached the weapon to the crossbow and you have to glue that. So that's one piece and you have to glue it on the main model. Also, the shield at the front is separate. You can glue it or paint the model first before you glue the shield and paint the shield separately. So that's a really cool option, especially if you like those painting style that you paint everything even though some of the areas are not that visible. This guard and dog came with like 3 pieces. The hand with the chain holding the dog is separate, and of course the dog barking is a separate piece. It was a bit tricky to glue, but I glued the model first and then glued the hand and then glued the dog on the base and of course on the chain, like the chain coming from the hand. This should be super cool to paint. This mini kind of blew me away because this was the first miniature that I unpacked and assembled. So the head came separate. Also the hand with the whip, is that a whip, came separate, and there is a mask. The mask you could wear on the miniature, but I like the face so much. And you all know I love painting flesh tones or flesh and faces. So I just glued the mask at the bottom at the feet of this mini. This miniature again should be super fun to paint. The wings and the halo came together. It's one piece and you need to glue it at the back of the model. I think that's a very good option so that you could paint the cloak easily and you could also paint the wings separately. Now, I don't know how many of these miniatures that I will paint for Signum Games. We're still talking about like business. I mean, talking about, do I paint all of the miniatures? Do I play with them? Do I just paint one miniature on video and finish the rest as photos and stuff like that? So it's business talk. I'm pretty sure you're not interested. So obviously, I'm a bit Not a bit. I'm super biased with the quality of the miniatures. I like them so much, and I think you all know that I love working with resin. I think this is resin. These are resin casted miniatures. The quality of the resin is soft, which is great. I love shaving off resin with my art knife or my sab panel liners and then clean up some of the edges if need be. But as you can see, if you're not really into cleaning it up too much, you don't really need to clean it. It's pretty clean out of the box. You just need to glue some of the pieces together and you could paint right away. The one thing that I would say is that Signum games know their stuff. Like, there's a really nice balance between the amount of details and the open spaces in these miniatures. It actually reminds me of Warhammer stuff and, of course, Malifaux. Although Malifaux minus the really small plastic bits because those has nice details but very like easy to break. This one has the perfect balance in terms of the details, the quality of the material, and the open spaces, and even the poses of the miniatures are very like they're not some of them are not really dynamic, but the poses are perfect for like the game. Like it should look super good on the table, especially after you paint them. I can't really tell which of these miniatures is my favorite, but definitely I'm priming them like today, like after doing this voiceover, because after priming, maybe doing a bit of like a really quick zenithal, I would appreciate and see all the details further because I don't have really good eyes. I can see the details, but I see them better over zenithal or even after just simple black priming. Like I said, the cleanup of the models of the miniatures are very straightforward. Actually, it's very minimal cleanup. I spent like maybe around 10 minutes per miniature. I just use my sab panel liner. Sab panel liners are, well, it's for gunpla use mostly, but it's the best like scribers or chisels that you'll get in the market today. Because of these tools and of course the usual very fresh, sharp art knives, it's such a delight to clean up and shave resin miniatures. So again, I like you to comment if you want me to do a grimdark style attempt or just go with my usual green pop painting style. Do subscribe to the channel so that you help me grow to 40k before the year ends. And of course, expect a painting video, one at the very least of these models. That's it, Pansit. I hope you liked the video and watch these other videos.